Ladies and gentlemen, gather round for another thrilling episode in the ongoing drama that is global politics, starring none other than the maestro of suspense himself, President Donald J. Trump. In this latest chapter, we find ourselves on the brink of what could be called the deal of the century, or perhaps the art of the nuclear deal. That's right, folks. President Trump has signaled that a nuclear agreement with Iran could be just around the corner. And in true Trumpian fashion, it's happening at a speed that can only be described as very, very soon. Just over a month ago, the Trump administration reinstated its maximum pressure campaign against Tehran, a strategy that can only be likened to a masterful game of chess, where the pieces are actually tweets and the board is the global stage. And now, as if by magic, or perhaps by the sheer force of Trump's negotiation prowess, we are down to the final moments in discussions with Iran. This is diplomacy at its finest, folks. A high-stakes poker game where the president holds all the cards and everyone else is left wondering if they're about to get trumped. In a candid Oval Office moment, President Trump assured reporters that he would prefer peace over conflict, a revelation that surely left some of his critics scratching their heads. It's an interesting time in the history of the world, he mused, with the kind of casual confidence that suggests he's about to pull a rabbit out of his red MAGA hat. But fear not, dear viewers, because Trump is nothing if not a man of action. He's already reached out to Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, with a letter that can only be described as the diplomatic equivalent of a strongly worded Yelp review. In it, he urged Tehran to choose peace or face the other option, which, while unspecified, undoubtedly involves the kind of military consequences that make for great television ratings. Now let's pause for a moment of self-reflection. If you're enjoying this roller coaster ride of geopolitics and want to stay updated on all things Trump, why not subscribe to our channel? Hit that like button and leave a comment below. Tell us, do you think a nuclear deal with Iran is on the horizon? Or is this just another chapter in the art of the deal? Your opinions are the real deal, and we can't wait to hear them. Back to the matter at hand, the prospect of a peace deal with Iran is tantalizing, to say the least. It's as if we're watching a reality TV show where every episode ends with a cliffhanger, and Trump is both the star and the executive producer. The suspense is palpable, and the stakes couldn't be higher. After all, this is a man who knows how to close a deal, whether it's building skyscrapers or, in this case, potentially diffusing one of the most volatile situations on the planet. Critics might argue that this is just another ploy, a distraction from the myriad other issues facing the administration. But let's be real, folks. When has President Trump ever shied away from the spotlight? If there's one thing he excels at, it's keeping us all on the edge of our seats, waiting to see what he'll do next. And who knows, maybe this time he'll surprise us all with a peace deal so groundbreaking it'll make the Nobel Peace Prize Committee sit up and take notice. In the meantime, let's revel in the absurdity of it all, because if there's one thing this presidency has taught us, it's that anything is possible. Whether it's peace with North Korea or a nuclear deal with Iran, President Trump has shown time and again that he's willing to defy expectations and rewrite the rules. And who are we to argue with success? So, dear viewers, as we await the next thrilling installment in this saga, we invite you to ponder the possibilities and share your thoughts. Will Trump's letter to Ayatollah Khamenei become a historic document or just another page in the annals of diplomatic history? Will peace prevail, or will the other option come into play? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, subscribing to our channel is the best way to stay informed and entertained. In conclusion, as the world watches with bated breath, President Trump continues to navigate the treacherous waters of international diplomacy with the finesse of a seasoned sailor. Whether you're a fan or a skeptic, there's no denying that this is a presidency like no other. So buckle up, folks, because the ride is far from over. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, we'll all be talking about that peace deal very soon.